everybody. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I am going to show you my next design team materials that I'm going to be using. When I opened up the mail, I was like totally excited because this collection is totally my style. I love everything about this collection. This is a Prima collection. Everything that I show you, you'll be able to find at Country Craft Creations, and I will be linking all of the products down in the description box. So you don't have to go searching on the website. You can just click on that link and it'll take you right where you need to go. So like I said, this is a Prima collection. It is called Among the Wildflowers, and it's kind of has a watercolor look to it. Colors are super pretty and the images are fabulous. So I have two of each of the designs. So I will show you the front and back of those so that you can see what the A and the B side are like. Okay, so this first one is called Spring's Wings, and I think that's gorgeous. That would make a great cover. And then on the other side of that is this cute rabbit in a basket with some birds and some of the flowers along the edge. This is a real watercolor look to it, and there is some script or some font in the back, like some manuscript words of different sizes. So that's the front and back, the A and the B side. Okay, this one is called Meadow Path. So we've got some like light lavender and peach and green, like all the colors blend in together for a beautiful background. We've got the swing hanging from the tree, our fence and watering can. This tree is beautiful. And on the other side, the B side, we have the watercolor with some flowers periodically. Looks like it's been like stained, or, you know, like you flick the brush of paint and you've got little water spots and paint spots and speckles. So look how beautiful these are together. Oh, totally love this collection. Among the Wildflowers, in full bloom. This one's called In Full Bloom. So you've got your setting, like kind of farm setting. Lots of blue sky in this one. And on the opposite side, let's see. Oh, I like that a lot. The book here in the bottom right-hand corner. Flowers along the side. Again, writing in the background. There's some light writing and flowers here. The blending of these colors are just fabulous. So there's the A and the B. Okay. We have, this one is called actually Among the Wildflowers. So this is the collection name also. We've got our birdhouses and birds. Look at, you can see the sunset coming up here. And then on the opposite side, you have a wood grain background. Are these cherry blossoms? I think that's what you might call them. And maybe dogwood? I don't know. I'm not really a flower expert, but I think that's what they're called. So beautiful. Two of the bird song in bloom. Now, I'm not really a bird person in real life, but on this paper, they're gorgeous. They're not like those ugly birds. They're cute birds. Look at their faces. They're super cute. And then on the back of this one, my fingers keep getting stuck on it. Is that right? Yep. And then here's the background. You got your Meadow Path sign. These trees with the flowers are absolutely gorgeous. I love how they do the framing in the flowers. So those are those two together. So it's always nice to order two of each so that you can use both the A and the B side. Actually, I like three each so that you can use the front, the back, and then the third one is for whatever you need. This is Garden Gathering. This image is a lot larger than some of the other ones. You'll notice that in some of the other ones, you had quite a bit of sky. This one seems to be almost 3/4, maybe 2/3 of the page is the actual image. The other ones, you had the border, but there was a lot of open space on some of them. So this would be another good cover if you wanted to do this birdhouse as your front cover of an album. And on the opposite side, you've got this beautiful floral. Okay. So every one of those is absolute. There was not one that I looked at and thought, it's okay. I love every single one of those papers. They're gorgeous. So the match, some papers that they sent from my color cardstock that match to use as accent pieces or for matting or for, you know, when you have your images, you sometimes need some solids to calm it down a little bit. I think it was this side. So one of the colors here, this is the dot paper that my color cardstock has. And I'm looking for this one's just the lavender dot. So I like the texture on this one. So let's take a look with it, with one of the pages that has some lavender, and see how well it matches. Here's a good one. I gotta get to it, hold on. So you can see this lavender, it's a little bit darker, but it really brings out that lavender like in the bird. Very pretty. I'll leave that to the side in case I need to use it again. The next one here, we have a pink color. And this one, I want to lay next to this piece of paper. This color for my color cardstock is just called pink. That makes sense. Okay, I'll have 2 of those. You'd be surprised to know this one's called yellow. Let me double check. Lavender. Where'd it go? Yeah, it's called yellow. And there's a reason for that. That's what it is. Yellow, plain old yellow. They don't have like lipstick names this time. You know, like fingernail polish names. There's just plain old yellow. This one has a sparkle to it. This one's glacier blue. I love that sparkle. Let me put it next to this one. I think that one will go better with this. Let me get another one too, see if I can find one that really blends well. So the glacier blue is, to me, kind of a combination of blue and green. So when you look at that, they just kind of blend in together, especially up here. Okay, so I have 2 each of those. Now, along with that, let me take this back out. The tonic collection has different 8.5 by 11 sheets. This one is the satin mirror, and it is in soft amethyst. So let's take one of those out and take a look. I love these tonic papers. They really add a lot of pop and pizzazz to your books. So that is so pretty. That satin finish, shiny. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. So when you order these tonic collections, they come with 5 sheets. So I make sure I strategically place them on my pages so that I have, oopsie, I covered it, but have plenty to use. I like to mat with them. Even the ephemera pieces to put on here, again, it just kind of brings it to life a little bit. So let me move this to the side here. Now, some of the things that you can order to go along with this collection, they have several. Let's start with the chipboard here. So this is the it's just called chipboards. There's 59 of them. Lots of sayings. Maybe that's what it's called. Chipboard. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Chipboard stickers. Yeah, that's all it is, chipboards. But I like the words. I always like to add words and phrases to my projects, always. Some of the sayings: where flowers bloom, so does hope. Hello spring, sweet season, cottontails, family, happy Easter, butterfly, bunny in bloom. So good variety. And then here are some images on the chipboards collection. There is the Say It with crystals, or Say It in crystals. So anything blingy, I like. So that looks great together. So the Say It is in crystals is still the Prima collection. And again, there's other things you can get besides what you're looking at here. This one, we have our ephemera pieces. There are 96 pieces in this one of varying sizes. I don't want to take it out because some of the pieces are kind of small and I don't want to lose them. And I'm wondering if I have a hole in my bag because one did come out. So there's a little flower. So I don't want to lose it. I'm going to use every single one of them. Flowers. This is a perfect collection to add flowers to. And these are gorgeous. I really like those. Lately, I've been doing flowers on the cover, but not inside of my book. So maybe if I put a big enough gusset, I'll start adding some flowers to the inside also. These are gorgeous. Okay. So it's always good to have a variety of textures. So having some fibers here. I use this stuff all the time. Now the store sells different colors of this. This is the ivory jute, and it's good for tags. It's good for just making little bows to add accents here and there. Love that. Seam binding, they have just about every single color of seam binding you could ever need. So this green color is called, I keep losing my spot on my moss. This one is moss. One thing that's good about having a small business is the customer service you get. So if you order the paper, you're like, well, I don't know what color would match. You can email and they would let you know. They would be able to help you decide what colors would go with it or not. Also, a lot of times in their listings, they might put what colors look well too. We have a thin 1/8 inch dot that's a lavender color. It's actually called Lavender Dot. And it's good for bows and tags too. And finally, this, you guys, if you have not used this, I'm going to order every single color. So this is a crinkle chiffon light blue ribbon. I believe it's 2 inches. Let me double check. I don't want to tell you this wrong one. This ties so nice as a closure. Yep, it's 2 inches. This is a great closure. It's flexible. It's pretty. It's got the texture and dimension. I absolutely love this stuff. And they do come in other colors too. So let's take a look with another piece just real quick. Okay, how gorgeous is that? Oof, oof, oof. Then we've got that purple that kind of goes in with that bird. The jute, the background, the flowers, the grass, and the greens. Perfection. All right, now that's the main materials I'll be working with, but we all know that we have to have our basic essential materials too. And I think sometimes we forget how important those are, but it's also nice to have everything you need in one store. So I'm going to show you some of the basic supplies that I like to have on hand, because when I make my books, I don't always have a plan. I just start making. And so I want to have those materials on hand as I'm creating so I don't have to stop and go order something. So let me move these off to the side. So I think most of you, a lot of you, when you're using liquid glue, the store carries 2 kinds. The 2 kinds are really common or popular to use on your paper, and that is the art glitter glue, which I use for everything. And when you order this size, you do get a tip. But also the Barely Art glue they carry now also. Okay, so I always have more than 1 bottle of glue on standby. These come in different sizes. This is a good size to work with when you're doing the gluing, but I order like the refill bottles too. So also having dimension on your pages using these foam squares. These come in a variety of different depths. And if they're too big, you just cut them in half so that they work with your project. And also I like to have magnets on hand. I work with them sparingly, but these are the best magnets you'll find. They are thin, they have a good hold, and these are from Country Craft Creations. There's 2 different sizes. This one comes with 20 and this one comes with 12. Okay. Also, if I'm doing an album, I'm usually like 98% of the time have a chipboard cover. And so there's different weights of chipboard. This 12 by 12 is the heavier chipboard. You can also get the thin. When you are covering your book with cardstock, these save a ton of time. These are the 8.5 by 11 score sheets. So worth having those on hand too. I have usually about 8 of them on the side just in case. But it just makes covering your book a lot smoother, but also a lot faster. So these make your job a little bit easier. And I'm excited about this. So there is a new, this is the Artisan cardstock. I have not used this color before, and I'm totally pumped to see how great it looks with this collection, because I think it's gonna be a beautiful book. I mean, I am gonna do an album most likely. I don't know if it'll be a trifold or whatever, but this is, let me see, what's it called? Hold on. It's the 85 pound, and it is the baby blue. They have different weights of papers too. They've really expanded their paper collection that they carry. That's their name brand. They have like 80 pound, they have 85 pound, they have 100 pounds. So look at the descriptions carefully. The thicker it is, like there's the 100 pound, I don't really wrap my books in that. If I were to make a folio that had no chipboard and it was just paper, I would totally use the 100 pound. I'd also use that for cards just so that they're a little bit more durable. But let's take a look. I'm going to take one of these out, these baby blue papers. I also have a lot of colors on hand when for Artisan, so that when I do decide on a book, I kind of decide, okay, do I want the paper to be white? Do I want the background black? So I keep a variety just to have. This book is going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous. That is the perfect blue. Absolutely perfect. So totally excited to work with this. You guys, you have got to see it in person. It's beautiful. It is the Prima Among the Wildflowers. I've shown you some of the extra things that you can get with it. Look in the description box below to get the links, and make sure you subscribe so you can come back and see the free tutorials. Most likely a mini album. All right, go visit countrycraftcreations.com.